Today on Dr. Phil, she stormed off the stage.
She'll be back. There's no way to get out.
Now, can this reality star...
Have you told her everything?
Yes, she knows I've told her everything.
No, I don't. Don't speak for me.
handle a dose of reality?
Let's play the tape.
Have you been faithful to Angela?
No.
Does she know that?
No.
Did you cheat on me? Yes or no?
Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Well, yesterday, MTV's X on the Beach co-stars Angela and Nelson faced off in what can only be described as a blistering battle to determine who is more at fault for their failing relationship. Now, Angela cannot get over Nelson's infidelity. Nelson says Angela is fake, stubborn, and a drama queen. Tempers ran so hot that Angela bolted from the stage with her sister Christina in hot pursuit. Will they come back? Well, we'll find out, but first, here's what happened yesterday.
I started dating my fellow cast member Nelson on season 2 of X on the Beach. After the cameras stopped rolling for X on the Beach, Nelson and I were traveling the world together. We were living this whirlwind fairy tale romance, and I was having the time of my life. And then things went downhill drastically. He was cheating on me when we were filming X on the Beach. I broke up with him, but of course I took him back. Nothing has changed.
Instead of coming forward and being like, yes, I cheated, I lied to you, he kept on lying about it for months and months and months.
How many times have you broken up?
We've broken up probably 20 to 30 times.
Do you thrive on drama?
Yes. I'm a reality star. Like, this is what I live for. Does that sound crazy?
A little bit.
I'm not the villain you think I am. I'm a pretty good guy.
Maybe we could take this to the next level. Anything could happen.
At first, I didn't tell Angela that I had sex with another woman because I didn't know where we stood. Once you disrespect Angela or you cross that line, she is not afraid to open that mouth. Trust me, that dragon shoots nothing but fire.
In our picture, because you don't.
I love crazy, though. That's my problem. I'm attracted to craziness. It's her downfall, and it's my weakness at the same time.
You said coming here was a big step because you're, like, really scared of any kind of therapy.
Dr. Phil, you scared me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know if this was real or if this was fake.
You don't want the truth to come out.
What do you mean I don't want the
You don't want it to come out. That's what you were scared of about coming here. You did not want this to come out. You don't want to be seen as that guy anymore because you're 30 years old, but you are that guy. So you're about to get exposed.
If you aren't on a show, if you're not in front of the camera, do you two care about each other?
Yes.
All we do is meet and talk, and it never goes anywhere. You're 30 years old, and you're still acting like you're 21.
My sister's relationship with Nelson is like a never-ending roller coaster. And he thinks my sister is his sugar mama. He hasn't spent $1 on her.
You think this isn't a healthy relationship?
Definitely unhealthy.
I've never asked you for not one thing.
The problem in our relationship is not the money. If that's how she feels, then that's how she feels. Take it up with her.
That's what I want.
Take it up with her. You can't keep it in your pants. You want us to keep our relationship private, but you can't even keep your privates private. Nelson has serious anger management issues. He ripped my nail off of my finger, and there was blood everywhere.
I've never, ever put my hands on a woman, ever.
Every time I would see my sister, there would be a new mark on
Angela,
her.
stop. Stop lying.
Yeah, no.
Why are you trying to... I'm not a sugar mama.
You're talking about
Don't be-
yourself. You're
Can we keep this about? Oh my God, I'm here to figure out how.
This is an
I'm
act
here to
right
figure
here.
out
This
our
is-
relationship. Stop it!
This is that.
Stop! I'm here to I'm here for my relationship, and nobody's letting me talk. This isn't about you guys. I'm so.
This is a joke. This is a joke, man.
She'll be back. There's no way to get out over there.
One of the things that bothered me, one of the things that scared me the most to be honest with you, not only being in front of you, knowing you're a doctor of therapy, knowing I've needed help, knowing I've gone through a lot, but for her to say wild things like that, and that's not true, and the people to think that about me, we already deal with things, being in the public eye, being on reality TV. From my eyes, I can't even tell what's real and what's fake anymore, being on reality. I've been on reality TV for the last 5 years of my life. So her coming onto this show right now, I can't tell if it's fake or real. Do I love Angela? Yes. What her sister just said was out of mind-blowing to me.
Well, be smart enough to not take the bait.
Right.
They're playing you, I mean, like a fiddle. I mean, you're like they're poking you in a cage and you jump every time.
My emotions are real and I act on my emotions.
Well,
I don't
if you would just calm down and not react every time they poke you with a stick, then they would stop poking you with a stick.
Right.
If you don't react, then they stop poking you. You start having a rational conversation. And if this is a reflection, if this is a mirror to the way you behave out there all the time, and that's what you want, then, you know, that's going to be your life. And I think that's no way to live, in my opinion.
I agree.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's what we call a dead end. Every time we start to talk about something that has to do with a mature element of an adult relationship, everybody starts yelling, screaming, and waving their arms around. So I have no trouble understanding why you've broken up 30 times in the last several months, because you never get to any kind of resolution or understanding about a subject matter, because as soon as it gets to be any kind of pressure, you start yelling and screaming and waving your arms around. So why don't we try this? Why don't we try to just have an adult conversation and not retreat to the deflection of yelling and screaming? That's called changing the game. If you don't like where it's going, you change the game and start hurling accusations and yelling and screaming to blow the situation up. And so I want to know a few things so I can answer both of your questions here. This was a series of text messages threatening her about releasing a sex tape.
It was just to get a reaction out of her.
Come on, guys, this isn't what adults do.
Nelson has been blackmailing me
to stay with him.
We have intimate tapes with each other, and now that we're broken up, when I don't answer the phone in the middle of the night, when I don't text him back, he'll be like, you don't care? Then I don't care. I'm putting out these videos.
He said that he would make it look like his phone was hacked so he wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh my, what? Why?
He's afraid that I'm going to go public with what has happened in our relationship.
It makes me feel scared and vulnerable to know that these personal tapes, photos could be leaked from somebody that I love.
This is my fault.
Well, during our preparation for the show, Nelson was really talking about his thoughts and his feelings and what he wanted going forward. Angela was talking about her thoughts and her feelings, and could this go forward? Would there be a relationship that could work? Now, we just saw something about you threatening her with a videotape. This was a series of text messages that you sent about releasing a sex tape. Nelson, how much on Pornhub? I guess this is a site where you can sell these things. Nelson, you want people to act on emotion? Let's go. Nelson, I'm calling your mom. I just sent her the video. I'm not sending your mom video, and I did call, but I hung up. I'm angry. But what's that all about?
Basically, you know, as you know, Angela likes to make YouTube videos about her ex-boyfriends and throughout her reality TV star life. And I was like, okay, Angela, we made a video. You don't care about anything? And this is, to be honest, to be straightforward, it was just to get a reaction out of her. That's to be straight, to get a reaction. I've never, ever sent her those videos, and she knows damn well to this day I would never do it. I've always told her that. I've always told her that.
So why threaten her?
Just to get her to react, to get her some kind of emotion out of her, to get her to respond.
To answer you
But
at
you
3 a.m.
understand that's very childish.
Right, right. And this is probably at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, blowing up her phone at that time.
When you're drunk, because you're out partying. That's the problem. You're always out partying, and then you hit me up at 2 a.m. when I'm sleeping in bed, because you know I'm always home, and you take advantage of that. You wake me up, and not only do you wake me up, you wake my family up with phone calls at that hour too when I don't pick up, and it makes them nervous.
Okay, but then you finish these kinds of things off with, you want me to kill myself? And then you say I'm filing a restraining order. I mean, come on, guys. This kind of thing is what you do in middle school.
Right.
This isn't what adults do. You're 30 years old. I mean, come on, you're adults. Someday soon, the reality train is going to leave the station. It always does. And you're going to be left with your life. And your question needs to be, what am I going to do with my real life? And what damage am I going to have done to myself and to each other in the process of all that, right? Because at some point, you have to live your life.
Well, I always think about my future, you know, and I thought he was going to be a part of it. Like, I wanted to get married and have kids. I know that there's life after reality TV. I know that. And I just feel like he's about today, what's going on right now. Like, where's the party at tonight? And I'm just always thinking about the future, and every decision I made, I kept him in mind.
Mm-hmm. So you think he may really be the person that you want to go get a house in Omaha or Boise or somewhere, and figure out how to pay the light bill and tuition at the school and get tennis shoes for the kids? That's what you need to ask yourself, because that's real life. We're going to take a break. When we come back, is all the attention Angela gets from fans doing more harm than good? And does this reality train have a limit? How much is for all the followers, and how much is real? We're going to talk about that when we come back. Should she trust you?
Yes.
Have you told her everything?
Yes, she knows I've told her everything.
No, I don't. What happened?
Being a reality star is a good time. You have mad love from fans everywhere you're going. You're taking pictures. You're getting free clothes, free bottle service. You really feel like a star. My life has done a 180. It's a blessing. I was this kid that was a nobody. Then next thing you know, people are taking pictures of me.
I love the lifestyle, traveling, meeting people, socializing. Being on reality TV has warped my mind in so many ways. I don't know what's real and what's fake. I don't have privacy in any part of my life. Everyone passing judgment on me all the time. Everyone always feels the need to be in your business. I can't date outside of reality TV. It's weird going on dates with regular people. Do they want to date me because I have a lot of followers?
Being in a relationship and being in the public eye, you don't know if it's real or if it's fake anymore.
On my end, my relationship with Nelson is real. I'm not sure if it's real on his end.
Well, Angela says she can't move on from her toxic relationship with her ex on the beach co-star Nelson. We had just gone over some text messages that you were sending and some that she had sent back. You said you wanted to say something about that. What is it?
The thing is, when we sent those text messages and I said, hey, you want me to kill myself, blah, 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 she was angry and frustrated and pissed. I would never do anything to intentionally hurt Angela's career. And that is social media, and that is her brand in general. So me, I could have sent the text messages to y'all and say, "Oh, go kill yourself, go jump off the bridge, go just anything." She always has to win one. She always has to up one on you, and that's what it is with Angela. So for her to sit here and send pictures of her broken nail and show these text messages, yes, I could have done the same thing and exposed her, but I didn't, because that's how much I care about her. And so intentionally going on X on a beach, I didn't have no intentions to be in a relationship. I had left one dating show to go on another dating show to tell a girl that didn't want to be with me to go on another one. I didn't expect I was leaving this X on the beach holding hands with Angela. I was committed to moving to LA, living a single life, and next thing you know, I'm falling in love. And I'm like, yo, this is moving faster than I thought. Reality TV elevates relationships. We don't have time to be friends and get to know each other and her to accept all the baggage that I have.
I don't know that I call that elevating, but we'll get back to that. I want to introduce Coach Mike Bear here because Coach Mike Bear is a life coach. He's CEO of Cast Centers. Coach Mike focuses on helping his clients break free of destructive patterns, habit patterns, where people get into a rhythm of life that really is not in their best interest. His New York Times best-selling book is called Best Self, Be You, Only Better. And I've asked him to come help because I do think there are some patterns here. So please welcome Coach Mike Bear. Now, I'm glad you're here, and I'm going to put you to work here in just a minute, because you've worked with a lot of people in the industry, from A-listers to those trying to break in, and you know what the pressures are, and we'll deal with that in just a minute. And I've said, I'm interested in your real life, not your TV life. Mm-hmm. You know, here's somebody, you two met on a TV show, and you knew each other when you said you fell in love for what, 10 hours, a week, 2 weeks?
It was about a week.
About a week. And you're desperately in love with each other. I question that.
We didn't say we loved each other until New Year's.
Yeah.
It was more than, it was quite a while before we used the love word.
And I went over the resume and the way you describe him, and you say that you feel like he's cheated on you when he left the show. She has trust issues, obviously. So should she trust you?
Yes. The thing is...
What was your question for the... I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell.
Go ahead, man, because I can't get a word out of my mouth.
Should she trust you?
Yes. Does she have every reason not to trust me? Yes.
Well, what does that mean?
That means that...
You just contradicted yourself.
Exactly. I made a mistake in the past. I made a mistake and I owned it. I didn't even know where our relationship stand. We're on reality TV right now. I didn't know if this was a real thing or it was fake, or you were just doing this to get camera time. When we left that show, I knew it was real.
Okay, that was when you left the show.
Yes. When I cheated on her, so we were in a relationship, but I'm still on the show. We didn't say, hey, we're together, now we're together.
No, you told me before we left the show that you were going to cut off that situation. You did not cut it off. You did the complete opposite.
You're correct. I did say I was going to cut it off, but that doesn't say we were in a relationship.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? I told you I was going to cut it off. And I did not cut it off, but I didn't say, hey, Angela, we're together. Did I say that? No. So leaving that house, I didn't know where we stood. I knew we were holding hands. I knew the feelings were real. And I knew I messed up.
But since then, you've known you're together.
Yes.
And have you cheated since then?
She knows that.
What was your question? What was your question to the show? Why can't I be in a committed relationship?
No, commitment issues. I have commitment issues. I was supposed to move in with her maybe 2 or 3 months ago. You know what? I still had my apartment in Austin going back and forth, being there with her, saying I love you. I jumped into this relationship knowing I was just living a single life. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Have you told her everything?
Yes, she knows I've told her everything.
No, I don't. Don't speak for me.
She knows about the time that what she considers cheated on her.
Right.
And that's all there is to know.
Yes.
I'm confused. Did you cheat on me?
Play the tape. So she knows about the time that what she considers cheated on her.
Right.
And that's all there is to know.
Yes.
Well, we record our pre-interviews.
Right. No, I understand. I totally understand. And I understand exactly what I said. When I say cheating, I mean lying. I mean not being honest with her.
What happened?
Tell him.
Well,
Show it.
let's play the tape.
Have you been faithful to Angela? Minus the whole thing, but like, have you been faithful to her?
No.
Does she know that?
No. I know that I have to tell her that. That's going to be one of the hardest things because I've denied it so much.
I told you.
So,
Told her what?
Which
What
is
did you
it?
Tell her. When I said cheated on and lied to, yes, I have lied to her about things. Not talking about cheating with another woman. That's what you're thinking. I know what you're going. Did I say that? Did I say cheating with another woman? When I'm saying cheating to you, have I lied to her about certain things in my past? Yes, I have a lot of baggage on my road. Did I sleep with this girl? Did I do that? Yes.
I'm confused. Did you cheat on me after that, yes or no?
I literally just said no. Why are you yelling?
That's not what you just said.
I literally just explained what I meant by cheating. I mean lying to you about my past because I was scared to lose you.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You just asked me
We
twice.
said we weren't going to yell here.
Just ask me twice.
No, hold on. We said we weren't going to yell here. That was not the question. The question, there was a bleep in there because we took out the name of the person that you were with when you left the show. And we said, other than that, we didn't say, have you lied to her? We said, have you been faithful to her? And you said no. And that's going to be one of the hardest things in the world for me to tell her.
Right. And what I mean by faithful, I'm not talking about physically with a girl, Angela. I'm talking about flirting. I'm talking about DMs. I'm talking about liking photos that you told me not to.
Tell me.
I'm telling you right now.
What happened?
That's what it is. I've DM'd girls. I've flirted with girls.
When we were together.
Yeah, I just told you that. Yes, I was still DMing girls. I was still flirting with girls. But did I physically cheat on you? No. That's what I was doing, and that was the end of it. But then when we got past that certain point, I thought you and I were on this perfect path, but no, we weren't.
How far into our relationship were you still DMing other girls?
DMing other girls? Angela, it was right off, we got off X on the beach, like still going on. While we were still X on the beach, while I knew we were in a committed relationship holding hands, this is what I'm talking about. Her whispering into your ear. Come on now, Angela. So many people have done that. So many people have done that to you. Listen to everybody else.
I'm here for her. Because who's there for her when you're out partying every night?
I'm literally telling you, after we left the show, Angela, I told you I wasn't DMing girls, I wasn't flirting with girls, and I wasn't going out, and I was doing all those things. All those things, Angela.
Okay, now, hold on. Talk to me for a minute. There comes a point where you just want to own it.
Right.
You just want to be honest and be truthful with what you've done, because you can never get past it if you're dealing in half-truths and you're trying to talk real fast and gloss over something. Now, I have more of this interview, but if you're trying to tell her that when you say you haven't been faithful, that you just mean sort of, kind of flirting with somebody.
Right.
You and I both know that's not true. And you're never going to have either a clean break from this relationship or a fair chance in this relationship if you don't draw a line and put everything on the table and say, we're going to move forward from here or we're not.
Right.
But you're not being honest and you're not being candid. And you need to make a choice to do exactly that. And this is your chance to do that.
What I meant is what I said. I wasn't the man she wanted me to be. I told her I was. And in my books, in my record, I told her who I cheated at home with. I didn't want to, and if we're talking about the same person, then the exact same person she knows about. I mean, I want to know what you're talking about too.
God, I can't even hear that.
Nah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm all right, man. I'm just waiting.
Yeah. That's okay. you'll look back on this and know this was a healthy opportunity to clear the decks. Man up, clear the decks.
I really don't.
Please just tell me.
If you got nothing else to say, you got nothing else to say.
Angela, I cheated on you. I told you that.
More than what I know.
What you don't know? No. I want to know what you don't know. Like, honestly, like, you know everything I know. I've told you that. Like, I won't, like, there's nothing I've lied to her, the DMs.
Besides what happened.
The flirts.
Besides what happened during the filming when you left to go home and had sex with that other woman, have you had sex with somebody else while we were together?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
I don't believe you.
I know you don't.
You don't even believe yourself.
What do you mean I don't believe myself,
Did you
Angela?
not see that
well,
interview?
In my head, I'm thinking, okay, lying, cheating on you, lying, flirting with other girls, DMing other girls, that's cheating. It wasn't the man I told you I was going to be and the promises I made.
So you were still DMing other girls up until when?
Angela, come on, you want me to be specific on the dates?
No. No, you're not going to waste my time with that. So, what's to be done here? I'm going to give my thoughts after the break and put Coach Mike Bear to work. We'll be right back. I'm really curious with what you're pretending not to know. Sometimes you got to be your own best friend. And I'm really curious what your advice to you is. And I asked Mike to devise an exercise for you that I want you to do, and I'm going to give you a tape of so you can look at and really get a grip on. And Mike, would you do that now? You can go right over here.
All right.
And do that. They'll bring you stools, chair, whatever. Go with Coach Mike for a minute.
Come on over, Angela. All right. So over here we have Angela of today. This is when you were sitting over in that chair. And you're going to walk over and you're going to be Angela 5 years from now.
Okay.
And in this role, you're your best friend. Okay? I want you to take a seat. You maybe have a kid. You're no longer doing reality TV. You have the life you want. What would you say to the girl today?
There's so much more than reality TV. There's a life after reality TV.
And what you're going through now is going to be so worth it later on, because you're going to meet the love of your life and you're going to have the most beautiful children ever. And what you're crying over now won't even matter in 5 years.
And what would you say about the relationship advice to Nelson?
You need to leave him if you ever want to be happy and have those kids.
And why is that?
He's never going to be the man you need him to be, Angela. You're too good for that. And there's going to be somebody out there that treats you right and treats you like the queen that you are.
And you deserve to be happy?
Angela, you deserve to be happy. You deserve the world. You're the strongest woman. And you put up with so much, but now it's time to put yourself first.
And what are you doing for a living now? You're out of reality TV. What are you doing?
I have beautiful children. You have your own brand. You have an amazing husband who loves you to death. Life is good over here, and you just need to let him go.
All right, switch roles. Come on over. We're back in Angela today. So what do you have to say to her?
Thank you for giving me hope and letting me see that there's a light at the end of this tunnel, because it's been really, really dark.
I'm scared.
I'm scared of the future. But I know everything is going to be okay. I just can't let him go right now, and I don't know why.
Do you trust her advice?
I trust your advice. And I know that you want the absolute best for me because you are me.
And what are you willing to do to be her?
I'll do whatever changes I need to be you. Because what would I do to fast forward 5 years from now? I want to be sitting in that chair.
Well, we know that you can sit in that chair if you choose to be. Today's your day. You get to make the decision.
Yeah.
You get to be the change. So you get to make the choice.
And I know what I have to do.
You do have vision. You do have vision. You just showed it, and I'm glad. My advice to the two of you, just to put a button on this, y'all barely know each other. You know, you're not a bad person. You're certainly not a bad person.
That's not true. I know this woman. And to be honest with you, you're right. I do need to be honest with her. Yes, Angela, there was multiple girls, not multiple, there was another girl I did cheat on you with before when I left. And I wasn't honest with you.
Can you accept, though, that the best part of her said that you're not the right fit for her today?
Do you truly believe that?
Yes.
I accept it. I mean, if that's what
you two don't know. Look, you have no idea what goes into building a solid relationship. Before anybody decides that they're right for each other, you've got to figure out where you stand on religion, geography, division of labor, what you're going to do with money, what you want for kids, what you would do in-law-wise. You've got so many things that you would have to go through to build a relationship on solid strength. And right now, what you have are a bunch of histrionics yelling and screaming that you devised for television. And that's not what a relationship is built on. You don't know each other. And the fact that you think you do tells me you don't know as much as I thought you did. But that doesn't mean you can't. If you want to get to know each other, you can do that. But you need to do it with serious, serious controls. And you're either lying to her or you're lying to yourself. But it doesn't matter. You need to decide what you're entitled to. And you just stepped into the role of yourself 5 years from now and gave yourself the advice, don't settle. Require someone that treats you with dignity and respect, and require from yourself to behave maturely. This is not all him that this relationship isn't working. This is two immature people functioning at about a 13-year-old emotional age. Both of you need to grow up. I'm just not sure you need to do it together. But you've heard what I've had to say, and you're either going to be honest or you're not. And you can play semantics about whether I've never cheated on you when we were together. We've been on 30 breaks, but when we were together, that's not what a healthy relationship is built on. And you guys can discuss that or not, but you know what you need to do. And I hope you two will take a step back and discuss this maturely.
I came on this show to salvage my relationship. I made plenty of mistakes. I'm not perfect. Yes, I DM'd and flirted with girls, but that was it. I lied about little things.
I found out a lot of stuff that I didn't know. My gut instincts were validated.
All right, I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Coach Mike Baer. Check out his book, Best Self, Be You Only Better. And if you too do want some help in exploring this relationship, I will make arrangements for you to have that if you want it. But you got to have to be serious about it and decide that you want to do the work. For more information about today's show, log on to drphil.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And Angela, I'm going to follow you on Instagram to make sure that you're not telling the world every intimate detail of your life with no boundaries. So why don't you follow me back, and you can see how to have a public life while maintaining some personal boundaries. You know, here's an example from my Instagram. This is a picture with Robin. And, you know, it's interesting. No boundaries are crossed, and Robin's always trying to dress me up in some kind of way. I'm sharing a bit of our personal life, but still maintaining privacy and the sanctity of our marriage. And it's worked. We've been together 47 years. We've been married for 43, together for 47. I read all your comments on Facebook and Twitter, so keep them coming. So thanks, guys. Think about what I said. As we're celebrating our 18th season of Dr. Phil, Robin is also celebrating some brand new products in her luxury skincare collection, Robin McGraw Revelation.
Yes, and one of my new products is a must-have if you love taking selfies. And really, who doesn't? You'll always be camera-ready and picture-perfect with my new Poor Tiny Me. This Perfector cream minimizes the appearance of large pores, fine lines, and wrinkles. And our exclusive advanced dynamic infusion technology quickly delivers collagen-boosting peptides for amazing results. And if sun or age has you seeing dark spots, I have a new product just for you. I'll get right to the point. Well, actually, that's the name of my skin brightening dark spot corrector. Apply directly to a dark spot or all over your face. It lightens skin's complexion with antioxidant-rich ingredients delivered quickly. Thanks again to our patented dynamic infusion technology.
So make sure you're looking your best with Robin's brand new Poor Tiny Me and To The Point. I love names Robin comes up with for her products. She makes all of these up.
Yes.
To get yours, just head over to robinmcgrawrevelation.com. While you're there, you can order all the products in her luxury skincare collection. And audience, you know Robin never sends you home empty-handed, so you're all going home with Poor Tiny Me and To The Point.
Philip is always saying he could never do this alone. He has the best staff and crew in the business. So I brought both products for everyone on your staff.
Oh, cool. All right. And if you're in the Los Angeles area or planning to travel here, we would love to have you in the audience. Just go to drphil.com and click on tickets.
And best of all, the tickets are free.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.
I'm angry, I'm upset. I feel like I didn't get my point across. We didn't work anything out. I came on the show to salvage my relationship. I made plenty of mistakes. I'm not perfect. When Dr. Phil asked me that question, have I cheated on her? When we were together, after we left X on the beach, I did not cheat. Yes, I DM'd and flirted with girls, but that was it. That's what I consider cheating, and I lied about little things. But nothing physically cheating on you. No, I did not. Yes, I still do want to be with Angela. I love that woman.
I'm never gonna see him again. Nelson is out of my life forever. I found out a lot of stuff that I didn't know. My gut instincts were validated. He cheated on me more than that one time. I just want Nelson to know that he lost an amazing, smart, beautiful woman, and that's something he'll have to live with for the rest of his life.